All right.
All right. Call the meeting to order, and first up, approval of the minutes.
I made some corrections. I gave them to Maureen. A lot of minor stuff, just a couple minor stuff. So I would make a motion to accept the minutes with adjustments.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Next up is authorization of the payment of the bills.
Okay,
I
I'll make a
will make a
motion.
motion. Oh,
Okay, go ahead, Pat.
nope. Kevin makes the motion. I'm
All
gonna
right,
second this
I'll
one.
make the motion to accept the payment.
Very
I
good.
second it.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous. Okay. All righty then. Treasurer's report. A lot of stuff as always. We have a motion.
I'll make a motion that we accept the report as written.
Okay, I'll second.
Very good. Yeah, shorthanded is up to you guys. It's up to you. All right.
We'll go
All
back
in
and forth.
favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Unanimous. All right. Cemetery report.
Actually, I would like to have the fire report go next because Chief Hayes is
Oh,
on
'cause he's gotta
for a
leave?
little bit,
Yeah.
and then he's
good
got to
idea.
go up to Summer Hill.
Oh, Summer Hill. All
Chief,
right.
good report. Do you have anything to add?
No, other than I might have get some extra papers when I turned it in today, but other than that, no, I can't think of anything.
A lot of good stuff. I just want to put this out for our residents. You know, October is Fire Prevention Month, and it's know your sound of your detectors. So, you know, you got the smoke detectors that have a low battery and end of life chirp. Not that though. And then the new ones have the 10-year sealed batteries.
Yeah, we're
So-
waiting for you.
Well, I'm having issues with my internet.
Oh, okay.
It's like it says I don't have it. So, yeah.
All right.
So, you know, you guys can live without me. I keep crying here.
Okay.
Continue on.
All right.
Doc-
Ed's trying to get hooked on. He's having
we heard.
We heard him.
And then, so the other thing too is the carbon monoxide detectors sound differently as well. And then most importantly for me, especially with Halloween coming up, the fire department looks like they're going to be doing the Halloween candy check at the station sponsored by the Homer Fire Department, Homer Police Department, and TLC Ambulance Service. And I think that's just great.
I'll second
Very
that.
good.
Chief Hayes, anything else to add?
No, that was it, I think.
All right.
You did a
good
good job.
report. All I had to do was read what you wrote. I make a motion that we accept the fire department report as written.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Very good. All right. Now on to Glenwood Cemetery.
Hello.
Mr. Tulin,
Yes, sir.
good report. I like it.
Well, unfortunately, sir, I do have some bad news. So
Oh, shibbit. All right, what do you got? Oh, he froze?
yeah,
Chicken out.
Jim, you froze. Froze on your bad news.
I think it's a truck, Cal.
I have a feeling it was probably truck 22, yeah.
If you-
Oh, hold on, Jim. We can't.
Crapola yet again. $6,000 exhaust. Oh. Yep.
How about I help you on this one?
Can you hear me?
'Cause I heard
Oh, we got you now. We got you now.
All right. Well, we have exhaust issues with the truck again. The last time it was $6,000. This time it's going to be the same. It's literally the same thing that happened 3 years ago, I think. There was a proposal on getting something different and sending that to auction. I definitely would like some other people to chime in on this.
What year, make, and model is that?
I do believe it's a 2011 Ford F550.
Yes.
Don't say a word, Pittman.
I'm just smiling, sir. There's a big smile on my face right now.
Yep.
Say a word. Okay. Yeah, I mean, clearly dumping another $6,000 into the exhaust doesn't seem like a great idea. So
Hal, can I speak
Yeah.
up here?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to dump that into it in order to sell it.
You can't sell it as is.
No, because it won't pass inspection if somebody actually buys it. It's a part of the DEF system, the emissions.
Right.
We had it sent to Syracuse because sometimes they can burn them off. And it was so plugged, they couldn't even burn it off. That's why we had to go to this other route. And the new one is like $4,200. They figure it's going to be a little over about $5,000, maybe a little over with labor and everything, putting it back on. So.
Oh, all right. So what would we replace it with?
It's in the agenda packet. There's a white truck here for $49,000. It's a 2021 Ram cab with chassis.
Man.
They wanted to go to a gas truck because they don't use the diesel since they don't plow.
Right. Yeah. No, I get that. I hate moving to Dodge from Ford, but that's just my personal.
And you'll see in here, there's a proposal that we actually have enough money. So it comes down to $49,000 for government price. We have actually extra we're going to have in the retirement because we corrected everybody last year. So we have $23,584.68 left over. After the repair is done, which we have budgeted, we anticipate it selling for around $25,000. I also have $11,000 in unemployment that we got back as the refund earlier this year from, remember the appeal I did?
Right.
So we end up having $59,000 if we want to buy it, and it costs $49,000.
Well, again, my brand preference aside, I do defer to Jim and Phil on this one. If this is the truck that you guys think is the right truck, then I think we should get it.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice looking truck. So I think it'll last them. They're keeping their trucks 10 years too, Hale. And I don't think we'll run into the issue. Is why Jim and I talked about maybe going to a gas, because up there they really can't run that truck like it's supposed to keep the
Right.
DEF cleared out and burned out.
Yeah,
Right.
that makes sense, Phil.
Yeah.
And to be honest
the-
with you, if you guys wanted to put a little bit more into it, like put a plow setup on the truck itself, it could be used for like smaller in-town stuff as far as that goes. And you won't have the problem like Phil was saying with the DEF and all that too, because the trucks are built for that. So.
Oh yeah, it's a heavy enough truck to plow with. Yep, absolutely.
So was
Yeah.
there any, or Jim, was there any reason why we were doing diesels up for cemetery anyways?
I don't know. I think that was that one handed down to us?
I'm trying to think if Jim
I
Senior
really-
bought that out or if we handed it down. I to be honest with you, I can't tell you that. I don't know.
It came from the streets department.
Did it? Okay.
Yes. It
I mean-
replaced an older one that Jim Toolin Sr. was using instead of buying one.
So with that, with everything, I'm okay with us getting going to a gas And the cost seems like we can recoup much of the initial cost.
Yeah,
So
I just think it'll save the village money down the road, because, this is 2 of the 550s already that we've had to do this too. So, you're looking at 10, 11 grand here in the last year.
Yeah,
Just 2 trucks, I mean, just because it's a Ford, I mean, any of them, they all got the DEF on them. The Dodges, Chevys, all of them,
right.
could all run into problems with them.
Sure.
Well, that's why we were also saying that we weren't really interested in getting another. That's why we're staying away from even the Dodge diesel or the Chevy diesel, because you run into the same problem. So,
right.
and the
Well,
best
All
the
right,
good thing on this,
sorry,
truck
not
is
to interrupt,
available.
go ahead, Tanya. Sorry.
Yeah, this just to let them know, this truck is available immediately. And the other thing is that repair is going to be another month. So they're down a truck anyway without, there is none.
Yeah.
I've been using my personal truck to do all the running around that we needed to do. And if and when I really need to move dirt or whatever, I go down and I steal the street department's truck, which kind of puts them in a little bind too. So.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
Well, it seems like this was supposed to be item C, but it seems we're addressing item C now. So do we want to go ahead and do a vote on it?
Sorry.
Yeah, I think we should. No, it's we should. It's might as well.
Well, hell, we can cover up that emblem. That's not that big a deal.
Meanwhile, Chief Pittman is texting me all these anti-Ford memes as we're discussing. All right. I would entertain a motion to approve the purchase of this truck for the cemetery department.
I'll make the motion to approve the funding for that truck.
I'll second that.
Discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Now, at the same time, can we declare that other one surplus, get it fixed and put it out for auction?
Yes.
Yep. Thanks, Pat.
I make a motion that we fix the EDF, get the truck ready for auction and declare it surplus.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Very good. Look at that. Boom, boom.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. Thanks, guys. Anything else on your report, Jim?
No, everything's running pretty smooth. I know Tanya and I had discussed some stuff with the employees that we have now as far as pay and whatnot. So, yeah, everything's great. I just want to say that the last thing that I wanted to do was come into this job and wind up buying a new mower and a new truck. That's literally the last thing I ever wanted to do.
I know. Don't worry about it. It happens.
But I appreciate everything, you guys working with me, and it's been great so far. I love it. Thank you very much.
Good.
Don't worry, Jim. We'll be talking to your dad later and saying,
Yes.
geez, he comes in and starts spending money
Didn't you teach him anything?
Yeah. I'll make a motion that we accept the cemetery report.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. All right. Code enforcement. Another busy month for Kevin. Pole barns. All right. Good. Ooh.
Anything stand out to you, Pat?
We've just been and I'll cover this a little bit later. We were doing the code book, and I know some of the things that Kevin gets kind of bogged down with at times. There's a lot of the detritus, the trash, and the stuff, and we got to do a little bit more research. According to the code book, our streets and parks is authorized to do citations. But we need to do a little bit more research into that before we move forward. But that's the only thing that, everything else seems to be going well.
Okay, with that, I'll make a motion to accept the codes report as written.
I'll second that.
All right. Just one question. I see that there was a stop work order issued for one park. Is that sorted out now?
Last I spoke with him, I think it was last Thursday, it had not been sorted out. So unless something happened over the weekend, I don't think so.
Okay. All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. All right. Very good. Let's see. Dog control. All right. I think at some point we're going to need to task her with collecting some of these feral cats. It's a major issue, and I believe it is part of her contract. So I know that I've gotten complaints from basically if you live next to a place that's got feral cats, you're not happy. I know one cat ruined a lot of stuff in my garage, and it was just the neighbor's one cat. So I can't imagine what a whole herd of feral cats could do to somebody's property. So
No
we might
doubt.
have to look into that.
Agreed. We should we need to come up with a plan.
Yep. We're probably just going to have a meeting with her and talk about it, discuss what to do. So I see that she did pick up looks like she picked up 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
So that's good. All right.
It's
All right.
been an ongoing thing as long as I can remember, at least 10, 12 years.
That's the problem with feral cats, boy. There's no lack of them once you got them.
Yep.
All right. Do we have a motion on dog control?
I'll make a motion to accept the dog control report.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous? Okay. EPW. A lot of stuff. Phil, where are we with the basketball court?
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up. The guys finished all the bases today. It's concreted in. And hopefully Friday we can get some base for the blacktop
Right.
to fill in around them and hopefully top it. And then all we gotta do is build them. You gotta let that concrete. We're gonna try to let it sit at least 3 or 4 days here.
Right.
What hardens up. But
Good.
yeah, they worked very well. They got it all done. Took them a day and a half. So
Good.
bases are in.
Thank you.
Yep.
Anything else you want to highlight?
While we were on trucks there a little while ago, the new Dodge will be here hopefully next Wednesday from MDI.
Okay.
It's getting a wing and stuff put on it out in Auburn. So
Good.
we'll have that back in the shop. At least we'll have another truck to work around with. So
Good. All righty.
I'll make a motion that we accept the streets and parks report as written.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous. Okay. All right. We did fire department already, so we're on the police department. Soon to be driving an electric vehicle, Chief Pittman.
I don't think Ford makes those.
Oh, they do.
Oh, boy. I guess I'll be walking a lot.
Can we get Chief a Mustang? He's getting like an electric Mustang.
Good. Yeah. The electric Mustangs are there, man.
I have a question for the chief. Why do you think maybe it's the water, something? You had 440 calls this last month. That to me sounds huge. Is something going on in the village that I'm not aware of?
No, it's this time of year, it's an uptick in, with the traffic problems and stuff with the school. It's usually hits this time of year. It was a little higher than normal, but I think next month it'll probably settle back down.
Well, let's hope so, because 440 calls, you divide that by 30 days, you guys are up to your ears. I mean, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been
So thank you.
Yeah, we've been busier, and I've noticed it. And
Yeah.
hopefully things slow down, but
Well, remember my adage, we don't want to turn this into a speed trap town, but we want to get the bad guys.
Yep.
Scare the crap out of the kids. All right. I'm good with it. I read the report, so I'll make a motion to accept it as written.
Well, I had something just real quick. I was going to save this for comments by board members, but this is in reference to the SROs. I've been talking to friends of mine and people that I work with whose children go to other school districts where they're having problems with fights and
Yep.
bullying and things like that. And with the SROs in our school district, I've heard little or nothing in reference to that kind of stuff. So, and even some of the parents have thought about moving to Homer because of the way the excellent school district system that we have. So the SROs are to be commended for the job that they're doing, Chief.
oh, thank you. Hey, we got a really good group, and they like to bond with the kids, and
Well,
I appreciate
it really
that.
seems
So,
to be working well.
so
I would just like to point that out and thank you for what you guys do.
thanks, Kevin. I appreciate that. Thank you.
We appreciate you.
Yep. Thank you. That I just wanted to mention, you see the updates for the Executive Order 203?
Mhm.
And
No. What's
Yeah.
that?
Are you? So the mayor is being funny now because I picked on his Ford, but well, they're easy to pick. It's an easy target. One thing I didn't mention is in December, looking to add on to Officer Forbes and I are going to an instructor level course for fundamentals of crisis intervention skills for law enforcement. Just brings us one more thing to the people in crisis training for the officers. I think it's going to be a good thing for our in-services. And then Kevin mentioned with the kids, you see in there, I'm still pushing, trying to get the cyber justice program for our kids going to hopefully prevent any cyber bullying and that sort of stuff. So
Huge.
Yep.
Like it.
Yep.
Like it.
because kids anymore, they don't leave, with cell phones and computers. You can't leave the problems at school follows them home.
Yep.
So we like to try to do that. So the other thing it's not in there is that today we hosted our Glock Armor School. That went really well down at the Regional Training Center. And that got us, since we hosted it, got us 2 free spots. So that went well for us.
Who attended?
Steve Morgan and Charles Smiley.
Very good.
So that's all I have.
All righty. Anyone have anything else for the chief? All right.
There's just a lot of good stuff in the report.
Very good. Very good report. Yep.
Thank you.
I'll make a motion that we accept the police report.
Second.
You're
All
too
in favor?
late. I did it already.
Okay, sorry.
All in
You're
favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Okay.
All right, you guys are all
Good.
set. I'm going to sign off.
Thanks,
Thanks,
chief.
Chief.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye, chief.
Down to rec. I do not see Zach. Looks like things are going pretty well.
I'll make a motion to accept the rec report as written.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Unanimous. Very good.
Are we putting out, so we have the dates for the arts and crafts with Tammy. The first two dates are October 16th and 30th. Are we putting that out on,
Should go out
how
on social
are we
media.
advertising that?
It goes
I
I guess
out
that's a question for
tomorrow.
Zach.
Yeah, it goes out on social media tomorrow after you approve, Tammy. It's down at the bottom, so we couldn't advertise until then.
Okay,
She also has a bunch of people already signed up from last year and the summer. So it's, there's people coming.
I just want to make sure we get that out because it's a good pro. So, we'll put it in the Homer News, we'll put it on our website and whatnot.
Yeah, Tammy's going to send me November and December dates also, and we're giving all those in the Homer News. So we've also talked to Don about her sending some pictures and putting an article in there in the Homer News on it.
Thanks, Tammy.
All
Ed,
right.
did you make a motion for this one?
Go ahead, Ed.
What are we doing here?
We're looking
I
for a
thought you had
motion
made
again.
Yeah, I thought you'd made a motion for the rec.
No, I said I made a motion for the police before and then you did it. That's all.
Oh.
What are we on now?
We're on rec.
Recreation.
Oh, I made a motion to accept it.
Okay.
Do we have a second? All right, Kevin seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Unanimous. Okay, very good. Water and sewer.
I talked to Buzz today and I'm still highly encouraging every water user get a automated meter. And he's working on it, but I'm just saying I support it.
Well, yeah. I assume that those that didn't sign up for it will be signing up when they, have gotten their bills now with the fines in it. So.
Oh, nice. Well, not nice for them, but yeah.
Yeah, we're still having a hard time on calling people, trying to get them to sign up. They don't answer back or they just plain don't do anything about it. So we're kind of,
That money's going to add up pretty quick. I gotta assume that they're going to get sick of.
It should work as a good incentive.
I would think.
Yeah.
All right. What else is going on, Buzz? Anything?
well, everything's, pretty good. The equipment's running good, except for we got a little problem with pump 3. The automation part once in a while seems to screw up and won't start when it's supposed to start. Turn the power off, turn it back on. It may go a month without doing it again, so it makes it hard to find. But we replaced a couple of relays. We thought we'd had it, fixed, but then it went for like almost 2 months, and then it just did it the other day again. So I'm probably going to have to find somebody that's going to check that out and look it over good to see what the heck's maybe he's doing it.
All right.
But besides that, everything's been good.
Good. Yep. We can obviously, get someone in to look at that. How old is that whole setup for pump 3?
For pump 3, well, of course, we had the drive changed in it there for the thing there a couple of years ago, I guess it was now. So
Right.
everything, it's not that old as far as most people's pump stations are. So it's not that old. But they do need repairs now and then. So
Yeah. Yep. Electronics are finicky.
yes, they are.
Righty. Anyone have anything else for Buzz?
I'll make a motion to accept the report as written.
Second.
All in favor?
Buzz, do we get anything further from the country club?
It's all fixed.
Great.
It's all fixed.
Yay.
We fixed it up there Monday. And I went back today, or no, I fixed it up. It was Monday. That was Columbus Day, right?
Yep.
Yes, Bush.
Okay, so we fixed it up, and I went back the next day there, and it's quiet as a church mouse.
Ah, beautiful.
Super.
Tremendous. Thank you, Buzz.
Yep.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous. Okay. Thank you, Buzz.
All righty.
Now, privilege of the floor. Privilege. You know what it is. Fred, do you have anything for us tonight? Maybe busy or not able to unmute. So Fred, if you get a chance, you can jump in at any
Oh, we
time.
need him for,
What?
we need him for item
Oh,
A.
for item A.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Now we
Yes.
got you.
All right. Chief Pittman and I met again this last month to talk about redoing the senior center so that they could both be down there if the seniors were to scale down, and that, you know, the seniors have not come up with a plan yet. So that's ongoing. We passed our budget with 1 penny increase this month. I know Kevin is working on having some prices for cameras. He expected to have them in October and probably will not have them now until November. I would sure like to get cameras installed at the main entrances of the building.
Right.
We successfully put in a new boiler. Actually, 2 boilers, so that if one goes down, the other one should maintain the building fine unless it's 20 below. So other than that, I think things are going good. So I'll wait to see what Pat's got for me.
Well, we've got two things. The first is, well, now I'll talk to you about the first one offline, actually. The second one, though, is we have an annexation proposal. It's a property that is half in the town and half in the village. So really it's all in the town, but and they would like to just annex bring the 2 lots into one and have it all be in the village, which again would still be in the town. We're okay with it. And I think it's now on to you folks, is where it stands as far as I know. Correct,
Well,
Pat?
Can I jump in, Hal?
Of course, yes.
I think that Pat Snyder researched it, and it's back. You have to have an official meeting, and there has to be a representative from the town or 2 representatives from the town. We've already voted to approve it. It's just a matter of the legal jungle that is involved in doing it, Hal.
Okay.
But I know that Dan Egner gave me a paper last week, and it looked very simple. And it is very simple if it's land owned by the town. But obviously this land is not owned by the town. It's owned by Mr. Suits. So, but we're all for it. We're absolutely, it's just a matter of working out the legal details.
All righty.
Super.
I think we were going to I think in speaking with Mr. Suits, I think we were going to ask if Kevin would be willing to issue a conditional work permit for them to be able to start working, assuming that the annexation goes through, which I don't see any issues with it. I'm not sure if they've pursued that yet or not, but it's something that we talked about, and I'm not actually even totally sure if it's something that can be done, but it seems like it should be able to be done. So I'm assuming that they'll talk to Kevin about that.
I think because it's a go from both sides. It's just a matter of getting the paperwork done. I don't see it being an issue for the town at all.
Excellent. Good. Very good. Well, that's all we had on that one. Pretty easy. I guess I'll just wait to see what we need to do next on our end, and hopefully we'll reach out to Mr. Suits and let him know that he should be talking to Kevin at this point.
Okay. Normally I try to come into the meeting with my computer, and somehow I was not able to do that tonight. And that's why I'm on my cell phone.
No problem at all.
So am I coming through video or just audio?
Just audio.
Okay.
That's all right.
That's easier on the phone if it doesn't have to look at me. So, but that's all. That's all I had, Hal.
Okay. Pat. Oh, now Pat's
Fred, I was sorry I missed the meeting the other night. Oh, am I frozen now?
No, you're good now. You're good now.
How about now? Okay. Fred, I wanted to commend you and your board for the 1 penny increase. I'm always impressed how you guys do your business, and I know as a taxpayer I appreciate that. Thank you.
Well, you see, Pat, I'm one of the biggest taxpayers in the town. So it's in my DNA. I appreciate your comments.
Thanks, Fred.
Right, next up is budget adjustments.
Okay, so just like normal, most of these are just moving them. We did have to increase for chips, which we approved earlier and put everything in. We got 150 something thousand this year instead of our normal 100,000. So when we approve the roads, that increases that. But otherwise, you'll see it's just like in the F fund, it's just moving the money to the lines where it's spent in the same department. So, and then increasing chips.
Very good. All right, do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we accept the budget adjustments as listed.
Okay, I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Unanimous.
Aye.
All right. We did see the truck purchase. The approve hanging a hospice banner for November. I don't see any issues there.
I'll make a motion that we approve the hospice hanging banner.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Unanimous. Good. All right. The next up is to talk about this Lexipol proposal. Oh, Chief jumped off too, huh? Okay. I know he wanted to do this last year and we didn't do it.
Yep. So the cost he verified is the same as what the original request on this proposal is, even though it has less officers, they're going to charge us the same. a lot of this also meets the new, I think it's called the HERO Act, he said. And
Right.
we need to redo all our admin policies, and we
Right.
haven't redone them in a while.
Yeah. No, I think this makes sense.
This actually will be paid for something below, as you'll see one of the ARPA adjustments. We can claim the crisis intervention training and then use it on this.
Good.
So that's below.
Perfect. So I think we should do this. Do we have a motion?
Make a motion.
Second.
I'll second it.
All right. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Looks like
Aye.
we lost Ed temporarily. I'm sure he'll be back.
Well, now Timmy's in.
Now we got Tim instead. All right. Next up, it's the bus shelter.
So, all right, here's the other company that we were going with, just a couple different things. One, they would not split the cost because we were doing certain additionals, and they wouldn't split it up, for one. And then two, they wouldn't guarantee. So once they shipped it, they were pretty much, once we ship it, we wash our hands, no liability on us. And the county was like, no, if we get this and there's something busted or broken, we want you to fix it. And so bottom line, that fell through. Now, Handy Hut had been one of the vendors that we've been looking at earlier, but they had just never gotten back to us. And what they believe happened is that it just kind of fell through the cracks because Handy Hut had a very competitive bid as we're looking at it here. So it's pretty much the same, very, very similar to what we already wanted. The finials might be a little bit different, but it's still very much similar to what we wanted before. So I think we should go ahead and approve the revised bus shelter quote. I think the cost comes in slightly lower. We do just have to make sure that we have some of the same things that we want that I didn't see here on this quotation, but the county's been working with us on this, so I feel comfortable that we approve this.
I know we've been working on this a long time. I appreciate your tenacity. I think I would definitely think that we should move forward. So I'll entertain a motion to approve.
I'll make the motion that we approve.
Second. Let's get this
Discussion?
done before winter.
Right. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Good. All right. All right. We gotta approve the annual municipal cooperative agreement for the healthcare consortium.
I just have to read a resolution into the record if
Yes.
you'll indulge me. Approval of the 2022 amendments to the municipal cooperative agreement for the Greater Tompkins County Municipal Health Insurance Consortium. Whereas the Village of Homer is a participant of the Greater Tompkins County Municipal Health Insurance Consortium, a municipal cooperative organized under Article 47 of the New York Insurance Law. And whereas the municipal participants of the consortium, including this body, have approved and executed a certain municipal cooperative agreement, the agreement effective date of October 1st, 2010. Whereas the Article 47 of the New York Insurance Law and the rules and regulations of the New York State Department of Financial Services set forth certain requirements for governance of municipal cooperatives that offer self-assured municipal cooperative health insurance plans, and whereas the agreement sets forth in section Q2 that continuation of the consortium under the terms and conditions of the agreement or any amendments or restatements thereto shall be subject to board review and upon acceptance of a new participants hereafter. And whereas by motion 001-2021, the consortium's board of directors recommends approval of the 2022 amended agreement. And whereas the municipal cooperative agreement requires that amendments to the agreement be presented to each participant for review and adopted by its municipal board. Whereas the Village of Homer is in receipt of the proposed amended agreement and has determined that it is in the best interest of its constituents who are served by the consortium to amend the agreement as set forth in the attached 2022 amended municipal cooperative agreements. Now therefore be it resolved that the Village of Homer approves and authorizes the village treasurer to sign the 2022 amendment to the municipal cooperative agreement of the Greater Tompkins County Municipal Health Insurance Consortium. And resolved further that the village treasurer of the Village of Homer is hereby authorized to execute this resolution to indicate its approval, transmit a copy thereof to the board of directors of the Greater Tompkins County Municipal Health Insurance Consortium, and take any other such actions as may be required by law.
Okay, take a break.
That being said, we have a motion.
Make a motion.
All right.
Second.
Kevin seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
This is a good deal. This is a good deal in health insurance for our employees. All right. Next up is the approve the use of ARPA funds for crisis intervention training.
I'll make that motion.
How much are we talking?
$4,847. Is that correct, Tanya?
Yeah, it is. 3 employees already went to one and 2 are going in December.
Okay.
Is that a typo or are we doing something really strange? What is the peace train? Is it the peace trail?
Yeah, it's a peace trail.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's all right. It's a great song. I was just
It
wondering.
is.
Cat Stevens.
I'll second that.
All right. Very
You'll
good.
also
Let's see.
the breakdown of the lost revenue on where we're allocating it in there, so we can
Right.
keep track of it all the time.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. Next up, appoint Patricia Pollack to permanent member of the Zoning Board of Appeals from alternate member.
Wait, did we get the approved use of the ARPA funds? I know I made a motion, but I didn't know if we got a
yeah.
second or a vote.
Right. Do we have a second? 10
Second.
seconds. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, unanimous, good. All right, next up, appoint Patricia Pollack to permanent member of the Zoning Board of Appeals from alternate member. We had a resignation.
I will make the motion that we appoint. I make that motion.
Okay. We have a second. 10 seconds, all in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous, good.
Can we put out a public service announcement now that we're looking for alternate members?
Well, so right, we need to put one, out because we need an alternate planning member, an alternate zoning board member. I would bet that we need at least one, if not more, members of the rec board. And we could probably use another 2 to 3 members on the economic development committee. So I think we need to do a sort of a blanket ad that we're looking for folks.
I sent these to Don last Thursday, Hal.
Okay,
For
excellent.
each of those, as you had said.
Thank you.
Because I just want to mention that, because we have our alternate members, it keeps the boards going with less hiccups as opposed to trying to grab people at the last minute and get them up to speed. So having alternates really helps the village.
Exactly. Yep. Very much. All right. Approve reimbursement of travel expenses for the Robert Bush Memorial Services.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Very good.
Just want to also put out that Chief Hayes was actually asked to be one of the honor guard members for that. So he represented the village as well on that.
Super.
All right. It's time for comments by board members. Who's got something? Who wants to start?
I will.
Oh, I'd beat you to it, Kevin.
All right. Go ahead,
You
Ed.
know,
Let
you
her-
knew he was
No,
gonna.
no, Kevin, I defer to our
Oh, he is deferred.
oldest member on the board.
Oh,
Only
Not
in
older.
tenure,
It's
I'm not
not
sure.
age, tenure.
Okay, just real quick, this is not that important, but I signed a voucher that we lease a postage machine. Is that lease to purchase or we lease it forever or what's the scoop
I
on
think
it?
it's leasing permanent lease.
Yeah,
It's a
Permanent
permanent
lease.
lease.
It doesn't make more sense to buy one?
Can't get on. You can't actually buy it. You have to lease it through the post office.
Oh, okay. Just
There you
curious. Are we gonna discuss Dollar General in executive session?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Because I noticed we spent more money there. All right, basketball courts is covered. Oh, I like the new system for the vouchers, you guys. Thank you. That helps out a lot. They got them in files. It just makes it easier.
Right.
All right, and me and Ed spent some time together in reference to the 281 beautification projects. I gave him a rough draft of a drawing for flower boxes for the Route 90 and the Route 41 sections where people come into town. He liked it. He's going to do a to scale drawing for us and give it to DPW or Streets and Parks, whoever does it. But the only thing is, we're going to need some money. I'm just not sure where that's going to come from.
Next year's budget.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, probably.
Well, yeah, we'll either put it
How
into
much
the
are
budget.
you looking for? Is
Oh,
it this year?
No, this will be done in the spring. But yes, this year's budget. 15,000.
That's about right, because you're gonna need probably 10 for the exit 12 one, which is gonna be stone and that kind of stuff, and it's on the other side of the sidewalk, so there shouldn't be snow plowing issues. And then that I'm guessing is close to 10 or 8, because you gotta have another big village sign, and those things cost 4 or 5.
We have the sign. We've got
Oh,
the
well,
sign.
bam, that's great.
Yeah.
So then you just got to do the base, and I'm sure DPW can do it. I've come up with, well, of course, they'll come up with something better, but I did a pad and cinder blocks and then veneer stone around it, like our similar to our stone that you see on all our rock cuts, that nice slabby stone, which is kind of indicative of the area. I know my foundation's made out of it. That would be kind of cool. And then flowers in it. And then you can even put some LED lights on it. So I think that'll be pretty cool.
Perfect.
And we ought to do that before Don Richards sells his business.
Right, so would you guys like
And
me
then,
to?
3 or 4 grand for each one of the flower boxes. Because they're pretty big.
Yeah.
They're going to be permanent. And we're going to have to get approvals to put them on the lands. Over.
Would you guys like me to contact Don Richards? Or is that something you want to do, Hale? Or?
You can contact. I've run it by him a couple times, and he seems okay with it. But if you want to talk to him about making it a reality, that'd probably be a good idea.
Okay. Cool. Let me see. I think I have something else for executive session, but I think that's it.
All right. All right, Ed, now to you.
2 things. One is, I believe I'm going to be scheduled for 10:30 on Thursday the 21st to pitch the Casey property purchase possibly with the county.
Yes.
And I guess we have 30 minutes, and I've signed up Zach to help me because it is soccer field.
It's 11:30.
So that would be great. And anybody else that would 11:30. Okay, good.
Yep.
Well, we're going to practice on Wednesday, so I'll be in the office and we'll take over the conference room there and we'll practice. And so people can put their oar in the water to say, hey, I like this, I don't like that, brush your teeth, do something, that kind of thing. So we're doing that. Okay, second thing is, Al, I'm hoping, but I'm not confident that you get a chance to look at the review for the DRI presentation for tomorrow? I'm hoping you did.
No, not yet, but I'll talk to John and John to take a look at it tomorrow morning before they do it.
Boy, that's not much time to change anything. Well, hey,
Yeah.
it's okay though. You know, I think you're gonna do okay. It's all Zoom. So you're gonna be on the Zoom call, I hope. And do you want
Yes.
any of us to be there too, or?
I'd say,
Yes, no? So you can have
yeah,
to-
all of everybody. Whoever can make it should jump on.
Okay, so Dan will send us a link. What time is it tomorrow?
I don't have any of that information, Ed, so I don't know who's putting the Zoom together.
Okay, because I was gonna drive back to camp in the morning, so I'll be back
Let me
here
forward it.
around lunchtime, so I'm good all afternoon.
It's at 12:45.
Ooh, okay, I can do that.
I'll forward it to Dan now.
Yeah, because of the past ones, when Tanya and I were up there, some of the other villages and towns, they brought in sometimes 8 and 10 people. And some of them had T-shirts made, and then there are other people that just did 2 or 3, the executive couple of people. So yeah, that just shows support, I think. And so
Sure.
that.
All right. That's it, Ed? Or you froze? I think he froze. All right.
What's up?
Ed's frozen. All right. Tim, what do you have?
I don't have much. I just wanted to ask if you had seen the pictures from the cleanup for the concession stand.
Yes.
Yep. And Phil went down and checked it out, and he thought it was okay. He thought the refrigerator smelled a little still, but
Yeah, it looked a lot better than it did. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yep.
And so do we have, we're going to hammer out what we need to hammer out so that this kind of thing doesn't happen again, right?
Yeah, we just need to come up with some kind of check and measure, so that way we know that every year everything's done. Because I almost think some of that might have been from the previous year.
It was.
Yeah. Because I don't think they used it at all this year that I know of.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's escaped both of us and them for almost a year and a half.
Yeah.
They're definitely at fault, but we should have been checking in on that stuff as well. So.
Yeah. All right. We'll just make sure that it's part of the understanding that they do it and we will do a check off when they tell us it's done.
Exactly. That'd be the best thing, and have
There you go.
Phil orchestrate who checks it. And
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work out good.
All right. Good deal.
But that was about it.
All right. Pat, what do you have?
Just a recap. Did we approve or did we appoint Tammy Dowell as the
No.
recreation specialist per diem
No.
beginning October 16th to May 31st?
No, we jumped right by. That's my mistake. I apologize. So yeah, we need to do that. So I would entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion.
All right. Do you have a second?
Second.
I'll
Kevin,
second that.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All
Aye.
right. She is now approved.
And then the other thing I have is, so the code book, we've been doing our updates on Thursdays. This is our workbook. We're currently up to chapter, I think, 186, discussing skateboarding. So we're making progress, but we do have a lot of things that we have to go back to and address in more detail. So we're trying to get the low hanging fruit done now. But we are in progress on that.
Very good. Someday we'll have a
And
skateboard
that's I wasn't able to attend the town meeting the other day, so that's pretty much all I have for right now.
Okay. Dante, do you have anything?
No, I don't.
Okay, very good. All right, we need to go into executive session to discuss personnel matter, but any questions from the media? Oh, I see Eddie. Eddie typed one in here. Let's see what you got here. That's right for you, Pat.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, great, give me a minute. Yeah, I think everybody's computer has been acting up a little wonky tonight.
Can't read it.
Okay. Actually, Valerie, if you can hear me, I'll just tell you. So the next step is we go back and we just confirm with the county what we're looking at, because one of the things they talked about was on the old quote, we had a solar panel with a light that came, and on the new one, it's supposed to be a motion activated light. So that'll help save the battery. We just need to confirm some of those smaller details. The county, yes, is still covering the costs up to the 10 grand, and the village is still covering all the add-ons above that. We expect it to be under what we originally budgeted, which I think, Tanya, we had approved up to 5 grand. Is that correct?
Yeah, it is 5,000.
Yeah. So we're looking to come in on the current quote that we looked at. We're looking to come in well underneath that, but I don't want to give you a definite number until we get that clarified. So,
Very good.
okay, we're good.
All right. Any other questions from media? Once, twice, thrice. Okay. All right. Thank you, Eddie. Very good. All right. Then I would entertain a motion to go into executive session.
I'll make that motion.
To discuss legal actions.
Legal actions.
Personnel.
Yep. And a personnel matter. Yep.
All right, have a good